and welcome back to Code Weaver Plays Games. So I decided to do a little bit of Nova drifting today, and I guess I should check my audio levels just to make sure I'm doing okay here. Or not. Testing. Or not. Yeah, actually that seems to be okay, except that I'm going to get feedback in a second here. And I don't have my second set of headphones all hooked up, so I think that should probably do me pretty well here. So let's just go straight on into, I'm at least going to make sure, turn the audio on, streaming on. Okay, there we go. Let's go straight on into, where is my Nova Drift? I did not plan this out very well, but here we go. There we go. So I'm just going to do this for a little while. I just came off a lovely session of Outer Wilds being played in VR. One of my favorite story-based pseudo-platformer. It's not really a platformer. First-person exploration game. Lovely game. Love it. Anyway, going on to Nova Drift because I need to let my VR headset recharge. Because apparently it couldn't charge fast enough while I was playing, which I really wish it could. But anyway, it doesn't matter. That gives me a chance to get a break. So we're going to go straight on into Nova Drift because I need something that I can just play for a short little while, a couple of rounds, see what kind of designs I can come up with. And I'm not feeling like playing Blackout Club right now. Mostly just because I already did a little bit of that earlier today, and it's more fun with friends, and my friends are otherwise occupied. Or annoying me. Anyway, doesn't matter. Let's go and do a grenade build. What do I want to do? What haven't I done in a while? Why not temporal? I haven't done a temporal shield in a while. I can make that work for me. I did a declining gear swap and I didn't intend to, but that's alright. So, So, what can I do to make this interesting? So they recently did an upgrade with a bunch of different reworks of some of the items and the balancing and so on in this. So I'm not actually sure what to expect from moment to moment. The basic behavior seems the same, but I've been watching some of the other streamers playing this, and I know that there's probably a few surprises under the hood. And boy, I can't get anything worth a darn today. I'm going to need to get to the point pretty quick where I can do group damage, but I don't really want to go with the triple shot. Let's see what I can do here. A little bit of targeting wouldn't hurt. Payload. That was quite a few upgrades all at once. All right, so what can we do going forward from here? Eventually, I do like my engineer builds, I have to admit, which is why I declined the body swap for an engineer. So I actually have the stock body, which is interesting. I haven't had the stock body this long in a while. So I'll have to keep an eye out for maybe the engineer build if I want to go that route. Alright, so I could have fun with the swarm build actually. Why don't we do that just for giggles? But I am going to get, if I'm going to do that, the swarm can help with the clusters of enemies. I'm going to go with an ally though, except I don't get two of them. That may have been a mistake. Think about whether or not that was a good idea. Well, it's a little too late now to change my mind, mind you. So I do have to make it work for me. Alright, so go with Splinter, because I kind of like that. Just to be able to, largely just so that I can do a little bit of surrounding damage to support characters when I'm, support enemies when I'm going after the big bosses. Especially because the grenade is notoriously hard, at least for me, to make work against large numbers of small enemies. Really hard to sort of get it bootstrapped as a design. Okay, where can I go with this? Candescence could be kind of cool because it'll do a lot of extra burn damage, and because it happens to actually work better for large singular shots, because its burn doesn't stack. But if I can get even a little bit of damage on somebody with this extends the damage universally. So very, very good for one-shot weapons. So I'll go with that, even though I'm not really doing a fire-based build. Does imply that I want to get velocity and then the other burn item, though. Shield effect. Okay. See if we can make this slowdown shield work for us. Okay. Go all out on the punchy damage. All right. I'm losing focus because I am not thinking straight just at the moment. All right, so how do I want to go with this? Let's go with hull strength next. As I run into like every bullet imaginable. Wow. Not an auspicious start, if I'm honest. Let's give it another go. Let's see if we can go down a similar path. I'm not quite done with that build yet. Alrighty, so far so good. I went with the engineered build, didn't I? Just because I sort of automatically select that a lot of the times when I play. Just happen to like the engineered builds. Okay, apparently we're going that way this time. I'm not going to change the body out now, that's fine. Can't hit anything today. Okay, let's try this. We're going to go with, we're definitely going to take targeting so we can at least get a little bit of extra guarantee that I hit something. I think that's the only targeting one I'll take, though. And we'll go with yeah, let's go with the charged shot. Let's be a big cannon. Big cannon, lots of boom, but we're going to have to augment that with a way to deal with swarms. Velocity. See a little bit of extra damage on that. Splinter again. Snipe is never a bad option for builds like this. Should probably start reading the descriptions of the items a little bit more closely, given that they've mixed it up a little bit. I'm doing okay so far. So that could be fun because I've got this sort of really punchy sort of weapon. Sure, it's a little bit rare. Let's just go with that for giggles. Okay, let's go with Candescence again, and we'll go down a burn damage route. I do like that kind of build a lot. No, I'm not very talkative right now. I think it's because I talked everybody's ear off in the game playing of Outer Wilds in VR. What can I say about this? I quite enjoy playing Nova Drift. I've been playing it for a little while. Lots of good streams out there for it. Ultra C does a great job. They play this game very, very heavily. I got a lot of inspiration for builds off of those guys. I'm doing it just because I have a lot of fun with it. I'm not really a lot into a whole bunch of different kinds of bullet span games. I suppose I played a few over the years. Go back far enough, you'll probably catch me playing one of the Raiden series or Raiden. And I played a couple of others, but generally I just don't have the Twitch skills enough to play that like a lot of really good gamers do. But this one caught my eye because it had such a varied tech tree, and it was more about the builds and the bullet spam, and so I kind of got used to it, I guess, from the bullet spam point of view, but from the interesting ways to play the game in terms of the tech trees you build and the combinations. I just found it like a labor of love. So credit where it's due, it got me to play this style of game where very few others of its kind would. Yeah, so there you go. We're going to re-roll the upgrades because I don't really want to fiddle with those ones right now. Where are we going to go with this? We went with the time slow. So yeah, let's work on a little bit of the shieldy stuff as we go, because I want to make that work for me nicely. Your damage applies corrosive stacks to targets, igniting them for 2.5 burn damage per stack. When a target affected by corrosive stack dies, it distributes the stacks to nearby targets. Yeah, that could be fun. Don't do that one all that much, but I would often take the triple shot to go along with all of this. The 1, 2, 3 rapid fire in a row shot, triple shot, not the one with spread. And because I like being able to hit really, really hard, but the delay in firing is a lot. I think maybe I'll go with this being a little bit more of a rapid fire cannon this time round. Sure, we'll take a defensive capability at this point. Really do want to start taking advantage of the fact that I'm using an engineer build, because you do give up a fair bit in the terms of, you know, cool weapons and the like if you go engineer, so you might as well make it work for you. We'll do the Incendiary Strike, because this being a single shot, it's more likely that I won't end up with wasted overlapping damage. I admit that's not really a concern I largely burden myself with. Oh god. That's evil. But I think I'm going to pay a little more attention to that now. We're going to go ally, because I'm going to have dual allies which also have this cannon, which should make this a very interesting and fairly powerful build. But I have to admit, it's one I've done quite a few times before in one guise or another. I'm a creature of habit, what can I say? I do mix it up from time to time, but I'm more in this just to have fun this time around than to be experimental. And I need a relaxing build that I'm reasonably confident will get me at least a good ways. Definitely getting Warpath so that as I blow things up, I get the recharge just a little bit faster. So I'm pretty sure how that works. Okay, let's, oh, there we go. Problem is with this is it's a bit of a glass cannon. I only have one shot. If I miss, it's kind of a problem. And it's not really all that good on swarms, so I really need to get the swarm capability up, but I don't want to do it by way of a volley. I think what I may do is actually add drones to this build. I occasionally do that as well. So this is going to be fairly engineer heavy, which itself is a problem because the engineers are so mod heavy, like build heavy. It takes a long time to get them sort of up to snuff. Wow, it just punches so hard. When you got a single shot cannon that's been upgraded like this. But if you miss, heaven help you. But the problem is all the auto tracking stuff degrades weapon performance, so it's kind of a trade-off, right? Either get really good at hitting, or make sure that you can brain not functioning. Get enough shots off that the tracking actually helps out. Alright, let's go for drones. We need to up the ability to take care of the little guys. I do have one level of weapon tracking on this thing, so that's helping a little bit. When there's swarms, you also have the problem that, oh, come on. That it is a little bit tough to take out a lot of enemies unless you get really lucky with the splinter shot. Okay, we have to start looking into ways to upgrading the temporal thing, because I think that's going to start to become more important as time goes on. I'm going to need to be able to avoid the shots in a variety of ways. So I got a lot of velocity there, but I missed. Oh, all right. Purification for more fire-based activity. I think that one helps recharge shields as I... Whew. I pack a lot of punch, but boy howdy, I'm just like that. I'm screwed if I miss. Badly screwed. So I could take this, but that gives me way less weapon velocity and minus a certain amount of rate of fire. Is it worth doing? Maybe just to make sure I hit. Why not? But you can see, for example, that if I fire like that, it doesn't even make it across. It's not going to make it across half the screen. So I do have to be... It certainly doesn't make it there if I'm firing backwards. But if I can get it to hit... Okay, cause my shield to explode when depleted, damaging targets. Sure. A little bit of extra close-in group damage would not suck if I get into a pickle. Ooh, that's a problem. That's a problem. That is definitely a problem. If I can remember the name of the upgrade that takes away some of the limiting... Whoa. Some of the thrust limiting effects. Oh, wow. When I'm charging up, that'd be great. I don't remember what it's called, but I do kind of need to consider that because I'm not really able to escape all that well when I'm charging up, but I have to charge up to make maximum use of my cannon. Being able to reduce my penalties in that respect would not be a terrible, terrible thing. See, I'm missing a few key shots here, and that's going to start to cause me... Ow, 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 ow! Ah, there I am. Dead. I got pushed around a bit, and I might have been able to escape, and I charged up my weapon at the wrong time, and a toast. But that was fun, though. That was a pretty good run. I think if I'd been able to last a little bit longer, I might have been able to get enough helpers. What I probably should have done is gone after the drones first. And having done that... having done that, been able to take on a lot of the littler guys sooner so they didn't clutter up my sky. Because I was doing okay on my own with the big, powerful shots. I needed to be able to spam the screen with smaller shots just to be able to get rid of some of the littler guys, I think. Or I needed to be able to fly better. Okay, you know what? Let's actually take a pause off of Nova Drift here. I am going to just switch over to a different game because I haven't played it yet and I'm kind of keen on what it looks like. And it's called Sunless Sea. So what I'm going to do is I'm queued up to play that here. I'm quickly going to edit the stream info to go with... let me see. I'm going to stop the stream and start up with a new offering here. So hang on a second. So this is Codeweaver Plays Games. I'll be back in half a second.